For the most part, twists in Big Brother are usually a one-season kind of deal. Twists like the Hacker, the BB Basement, and other quote-unquote fan favorites are a one and done, been there, done that sort of thing. But there used to be one twist that came back season after season, and I'm not talking about the veto. I'm talking about Pandora's Box. Pandora's Box was a twist that spanned for 4 seasons, from Big Brother 11 through Big Brother 14, and if I'm being honest, that feels kind of short. I don't know, I always just remembered Pandora's Box being around for a longer period of time, but I guess I was wrong. Anyways, Pandora's Box was a twist that would randomly appear in certain weeks of the game. The HOH for the week would be secretly presented with a choice, a decision on whether or not to open Pandora's Box. In Greek mythology, Pandora's Box was a box that would tempt the bearer to open it, but it contained a chaotic evil inside of it that would be unleashed upon the world if opened up. However, sometimes something good could also be unleashed. It was a risk, and in Big Brother, it was the same sort of thing. Pandora's Box, when opened, would usually unleash 2 things. One blessing and one curse, and the risk lied in the fact that the HOH was not sure if they would receive the good thing or the bad thing. If they received the good thing, then the other house guest would typically receive the punishment. But if the HOH received the punishment, then the other house guest would receive the reward. Sometimes Pandora's Box was just a fun extra thing for the house guests during the week, but sometimes it was a ridiculous game-changing event, leading many fans to believe that Pandora's Box was more of an attempt to rig or influence the direction of the game when a fan favorite was in danger of going home. Do I think that? Well, let's just take a look at all the times Pandora's Box was unleashed into the house and see if we can notice a pattern.
Look, they're all orange.
Oh my god. Ho, ho! Holy cow, I look good! Jesse Claus is here, and I'm bearing the gift of health.
The first time that Pandora's Box was introduced was in Big Brother 11 at the Final 5. Kevin was the HOH, and he was tempted to open Pandora's Box after an image on the TV screen showed him that $10,000 would be released if he opened the box. Although he was skeptical, he couldn't help himself and he accepted. And I mean, I would too. $10,000 is extremely tempting. But it was not Kevin's lucky day, as he was then locked in the Pandora's Box room and was forced to watch $10,000 rain from the sky into the backyard for the other house guests to gather all for themselves. Eventually, the other house guests found a key to release Kevin from the room, but not after they took most of the money for themselves. For being the first Pandora's Box twist, it was fairly inoffensive and quite enjoyable to watch.
Behold the doorway to Pandora's Box. Opening the Big Brother Pandora's Box could release something good or something bad upon the opener or upon the rest of the house.
To release $10,000, put your hand in the hole.
I'm thinking that I'm gonna do this because I'm a greedy bitch. Pandora's Box, here I come. Ah! Oh my god!
Money! Oh my god!
Oh yeah!
Yeah!
Oh my god, there's money flying from the sky!
There's so much, Jess, we don't even know what to do. Money was just coming from everywhere. And I'm like, wow, I've wanted this my whole life. I've wanted money to rain.
Now, not just 1 week later at the Final 4, Natalie was the HOH and was also presented with Pandora's Box. Natalie's temptation to open the box was her boyfriend appearing on the screen, to which she of course accepted and opened Pandora's Box. This was a weird one because there were actually 2 punishments in a reward as opposed to the usual 1-in-1 type of deal. Natalie got to spend time with her boyfriend where he then proposed to her, and I think that to this day they're still together, so that's actually a really cool reward for her to get. But like I said, there were 2 punishments, and one was pretty brutal. While Natalie got to spend time with her new fiance, the rest of the house guests were tormented by costume guests, which isn't so bad, but certainly a nuisance. The real punishment, though, was that Natalie had to forfeit her spot in the Power of Veto competition. With this being at the Final 4, that is a pretty game-changing punishment, as it left her ally Kevin to fight for himself against Jordan and Michelle. The game implications that this had were way crazier than the first one, and it showed that Pandora's Box was not just some willy-nilly twist, but instead had the power to absolutely change the game. Also, I didn't mention it, But Natalie tried to lie about what her punishment was in an attempt to try and use it to her advantage, and she tried to convince the other house guests that her punishment made it so that she could not win the game of Big Brother if she was sitting in the final two. It was an absolutely insane lie that was instantly sniffed out by the other house guests, and although the idea on its own was actually a bit clever to try and lie about what the twist was and use it to her advantage, the execution was, unfortunately, absolutely horrible and very funny to watch.
Pandora number 2, I guess. Oh my goodness. There's my boyfriend, Jason. This is amazing. If you choose to enter Pandora's box to meet with your loved one, you will not be able to play in the final veto competition. Please make your decision now. Big Brother, I'm deciding to open Pandora's box. Okay.
So hey, I came here for a reason. Will you marry me?
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
There's no going back on this.
I'm here.
All right, hell yeah. There's no question.
So is that a yes?
It's a hell yeah. Natalie, if you would like 15 additional minutes for a sushi dinner with Jason, press the button. However, the rest of the house may be a little annoying. I don't give a damn. Let's do it.
Wow! Oh my God! Mommy? Hi, Mommy!
Hi.
Mommy?
My first thought was I didn't want Kevin to know that I just gave up the veto in order to spend some time with my boyfriend. So I decided to make up a fib. I look at the screen and all it said was final 2 reversal. If I go to final 2 and I got the votes to win, well, it just got reversed. I lost and I got 50,000 and you got the $500,000. And then I got tied, earmuffs, and blindfolded.
Instantly, I'm thinking, bitch, you lying.
So you cannot win, Big Brother.
Well, I could get 50,000.
Moving along to the next season, Big Brother 12 had the most appearances of Pandora's box with 4. This thing was coming out basically every other week, and there were some big ones. Starting off strong, at the final 9, Pandora's box was revealed to Matt, and he was offered the diamond power of veto. This is probably the most overpowered twist that Pandora's box has ever given, as the diamond power of veto allowed Matt the opportunity to take one of the nominees off the block on eviction night, and then he also got to choose the replacement nominee instead of the HOH. It's basically like half of a coup d'etat, and it is an insanely busted power, and it ended up saving Matt the following week when he was going to be headed out the door. With every reward comes a punishment though, and the punishment was actually a good one. Big Brother 12's big twist was the saboteur, but that twist came crashing down once the secret saboteur was voted out the very first week. So to make up for it, when Matt opened Pandora's box, it released a second saboteur into the house. This time, Reagan became the saboteur, and he was actually never caught throughout the entire season. In terms of a punishment, I actually find this one to be one of the more clever and fun ones. It takes a twist that failed in the beginning, put it back into the house, but it wasn't a game-changing one, unlike the diamond power of veto, so overall, I like that part of this.
Oh, here we go. Here's the decision before you. Behold the diamond power of veto. The most coveted veto in all of Big Brother. So that's mine if I want it. Let's do this. Congratulations, you now possess the diamond power of veto. It just guarantees me that safety for generally 2 weeks. I get this week, I get next week with nothing to worry about, and not only that, I basically pick and choose who goes home both this week and next week.
Oh, this is not good. Big Brother fans want you to become the new saboteur for the next 2 weeks. You know what? I have to say I am shocked that I was selected. I don't know how to respond to this. I'm gonna do it. America, I'm going to be your new saboteur. What am I doing?
Now, the very next week at the final 8, Pandora's box is offered to Brendon. Brendon's temptation was being shown a picture of his showmance Rachel, who had just been evicted the prior week. So, of course, Brendon opened the box. Brendon was then taken away from the house to a spa retreat for a day of paradise, but Rachel was nowhere to be found. That's because Rachel was actually the punishment for the rest of the house guests. While Brendon was gone, Rachel came back into the house for 24 hours to torment the rest of the house guests, and it led to one of the most iconic fights in the history of the show between her and Reagan. There were actually some game implications though, as before Rachel left, she left Brendon a message in pretzels spelling out Matt, which is who she wanted Brendon to target. When Brendon saw this, he trusted Rachel, and Matt became his target, and he would have gone home too if it wasn't for the diamond power of veto that Matt got from the prior Pandora's box. Overall, I enjoyed this Pandora's box, but it is crazy to me that production allowed Rachel to spell out Matt's name in pretzels to inform Brendon who she wanted him to target, because I am pretty sure that is super against the rules, but hey, what do I know?
I've always wanted to open Pandora's box. Paradise is calling your name. How about a trip for two? I'm definitely going for it. I miss you very much, Rachel. I'm excited.
Rachel, where you at? Rachel, I miss you. Rachel!
Ha ha ha! I'm back, bitches! Oh! Someone opened Pandora's box, and now you guys have to deal with me for 24 hours. Oh. Reagan?
You're a wicked witch. Why don't you get on your broom and fly back inside?
Why don't you insult me a little more?
What is going on?
You're here for a limited time because your boyfriend did a Pandora's box and unleashed something horrible in the house. Wake up. Your days of bullying me are over. And I'm done with it, baby, because I'm done with you, because your game in this house is over.
I made a message in pretzels on top of the HOH table. I want Brendon to put Matt up because I think it's a strategic game move.
I made a message for Brendon, so make sure that nobody comes up here.
I knew I was gonna have a difficult time determining who to put up between Matt and Britney, but when I get back, Rachel left me a message in pretzels, and I knew that she wanted me to put up Matt.
The next Pandora's box yet again came during the next week at the final 7, but this one was a very tame one. Britney was presented with Pandora's box and was tempted with the notion that she would receive 1 hour of advice from a former house guest. On paper, that sounds extremely helpful, so of course, Britney accepted. What Britney didn't know though is that the former house guest happened to be Mr. Spectacular himself, Jesse Goddard, and the advice that he gave her was all workout advice. So while Britney was trapped with the bodybuilder, the rest of the house guests got the reward and were treated to a nice Hawaiian luau. Overall, this was a very harmless one, but one that showed that you really gotta be careful with how you interpret the temptation because it can certainly end up being way different than you'd anticipate.
Pandora's box. How would you like 1 hour of advice provided by a house guest from a previous season? Box with a question mark? What if it's somebody horrible that I hated? I'm gonna open the box.
That's right, Britney. Mr. Spectacular is here.
Oh, wow.
So, we have an hour, and I'm gonna tell you all the secrets that you need to know to look like me.
I get Jesse to give me workout advice. I hate Pandora's box.
Come outside, yo.
Open a great party.
Aloha, come get your lays.
All right.
What?
Please enjoy the authentic Hawaiian feast before you for the next hour. That's it, man. I think we just eat and drink and be merry.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Well, you don't have to feel about anything, but you know what you are gonna feel? The burn, toots.
What?
Brittany, right here.
We're having a barbecue.
Right here, Brittany.
It's been great.
Well, there's pretty much nothing I can do for you to look like me. So, Brittany, it's time for you to scat.
All right.
And now, the final Pandora's box of the season came the very next week, because of course it did. At the final 5, Lane was presented with Pandora's box and was tempted with an image of a literal money tree. Obviously, you don't need me to tell you that Lane accepted, and with it, Lane got access to the tree. He got to pick up to 3 envelopes, each containing an undisclosed amount of money, but the caveat was that with each envelope that he opened, a new punishment would be released upon the rest of the house, including himself. Lane decided to go for broke, and he opened up 3 envelopes, which granted him a whopping total of $91.17. Obviously, Lane didn't get very lucky, and now it was time for the punishments. The first one was that all of the cutlery and cups were taken away from the house guests. The second one was that every house guest had to wear sock puppets, and they were only allowed to speak by using the sock puppets. And the third punishment was that they all had to dance to music every hour or risk becoming a have-not. Individually, all of these punishments were pretty tame, but together they definitely became a nuisance to the house guests. And overall, I found this Pandora's box to be a fairly inoffensive one, and it gave a little bit of life to the usual boringness of the final 5 round.
Okay. As HOH this week, here's the decision before you. What? Money that grows on trees. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna open Pandora's box. Behold the money tree. For each cash prize you take, one punishment will be inflicted upon the entire house, including yourself. $79. After taxes, that's probably 50 cents. 12 bucks. This is not a money tree. This is a fake you out tree. 17 cents. Stupid box. I got screwed, so now I have to explain to the rest of the house that they're about to get screwed too.
For the next week, you will have no silverware or cups. Enjoy.
We can't use cups or silverware for the entire week. This is ridiculous, Lane. I'm glad your greedy ass got us nailed 3 times. I can't wait to see what the next punishment is.
For the next 12 hours, each of you must use a sock puppet every time you speak. I like all the puppets. I think the worst puppet is Reagan's. Lane's came complete with his baseball cap. Hayden's has his signature Hollywood Hayden hair. I really liked Enzo's. His is really funny. And mine, of course, has long, flowing blonde locks. You're cute.
It's time to boogie. For the next 12 hours, every time you hear music, you must all stop what you are doing and dance until the music ends. Yeah, this third punishment sucks. You know, every time you hear the music, see like now, so right now you gotta get your little dance on. See that? My little get up amp dance. Get up and get amp dance. You know?
This is better than...
This guy got 2 left feet over here.
I told you that already. I can't dance at all.
Hayden got 2 left feet, man, when he dances. This kid can't dance for nothing. To save his life, this kid can't dance.
Coming into the next season, Big Brother 13, they certainly toned down the quantity of Pandora's box appearances, but by no means did they tone down the craziness of it all. The first time Pandora's box was released was at the final 6, and this is, without a doubt, the most controversial Pandora's box of all time. Porsche had just won HOH and was going to nominate the 2 remaining veterans left in the game, Jordan and Rachel, with the intent to send one of them home at the end of the week no matter what. But before Porsche could nominate the 2 returnees, Pandora's box was introduced. Porsche was tempted with 2 suitcases that each said $5,000 on it, and she said yes. Porsche received the $5,000 from one of the suitcases, but then it was revealed to Porsche and the rest of the house that the duo's twist from earlier in the season had been unleashed onto the house once more. This meant that now Jordan and Rachel could become partners, and if just one of them won the veto, then they would both be safe. It seemed a little quizzical that this twist came at the perfect time to possibly save both returning players, and it becomes even more odd when you consider this information. It is rumored that Porsche did not want to open Pandora's box. Porsche looked at her position in the game and realized that it wasn't worth opening Pandora's box and risking the position that she was in. But production wouldn't let it happen and instead pressured her to open it. So Porsche had to stand in the HOH room for hours talking to production until she finally gave in and said yes. Now, I can't say that this is 100% true, but it is heavily implied that this is what happened, and it does make you scratch your head. The twist did, in fact, allow Jordan and Rachel to both be safe with the veto, and Shelly, who was totally safe going into the week, ended up being caught in the crosshairs of the twist and was evicted in 6th place. This is definitely one of, if not the most controversial Pandora's box.
Here is the decision before you. 2 boxes of $5,000 and a bottle of champagne in 2 glasses.
I like champagne.
All right, I'm going in. Congratulations, you have just won $10,000. Please take envelope 2 downstairs now and read it aloud to the other house guests. House guests, I have unleashed the duo twist back on the house for 1 week. Duos will be nominated as a pair, and if the veto is used, they'll be removed from the block as a pair.
Jordan, will you be my partner?
Yes, Rachel.
Now if I put up Rachel and Jordan and just one of them wins the veto, they're both safe. If I end up having to put up Adam and Shelly, that's 1 newbie out, 2 veterans in. Oh no.
I won the veto! We are in the final 5! Yay, I'm so excited. Rachel won the veto. That means we get to stay in this house another week.
Luckily, the second time Pandora's box appeared in Big Brother 13, it was nowhere near as controversial. The following week, after Porsche opened it, Rachel was given the opportunity to open it as well. She was tented with an image of actress Tori Spelling in front of a lot of clothes, which, right off the bat, is super hilarious because her fellow houseguest Adam would not stop talking about how much he loved Tori Spelling all season long. Although Rachel was hesitant, she decided to open Pandora's box anyways, and instead of meeting Tori Spelling, Rachel was greeted to Jesse again. Jesse then acted as a salesman, selling memorabilia of himself, while the other house guests were the ones that got to have a shopping spree with Tori. Watching Adam's reaction to Tori Spelling 1000% makes this entire Pandora's box worth it, and I think it's a really funny thing that the producers set this up, because it must have been inspired by Adam's constant talk all season long.
Pandora's box! Here's the decision before you. Oh my god, it's Tori Spelling! Oh my god, Adam would freak out. What could be better than a visit from a celebrity? A shopping spree with a celebrity! I guess I'll open the box.
Congratulations, Rachel!
Yay!
You get a celebrity shopping spree with celebrity wrestler, Mr. Spectacular.
Obviously, you know how much Adam loves that shirt on you.
If it's a boy, I'm gonna name it Adam.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! I'm in the final 5 and Donna Martin is walking into the Big Brother house. I feel like I already won.
It's Tori Spelling! I want to go with them!
You don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Hey, come here real quick.
And she's so cute and pregnant.
Oh, you want that for your baby?
Oh, no, I'll just...
No, you can take it.
There.
Oh my god, my duck is so lucky. Tori Spelling kissed my duck.
And now, the last time that we saw Pandora's box in a season was in Big Brother 14. Similar to Big Brother 13, the first time that it was opened, it had a gigantic effect on the season. At the final 8, Frank was offered Pandora's box and was tempted with money. Frank accepted and basically got Lane's money tree, but without the tree and extra punishments. Frank won a nice chunk of change, taking home $3,341.49, but after getting the money, he was locked in Pandora's box for an hour. While Frank was stuck inside, the real punishment, if you can call it that, was unleashed into the house. A second veto competition. The other house guests competed in the comp, and we saw Ian take home the win. Nobody knew it yet, but this actually saved Ian's life in the game, as this was the week that Dan's funeral took place, and when that happened, Frank was looking to target Ian, but couldn't because he won the second veto, so Frank instead had to target Britney. It was a pretty crazy outcome from Pandora's box that definitely shook up the season, because without it, Ian goes home this week, and that means that somebody else would have won Big Brother 14.
Here's a decision before you. There's a lot of dollar signs in there. A lot of dollar signs. There's more than $10,000 in these cubes. I don't want there to be a twist that could keep me from getting Dan out this week. I'm a little bit worried about that. I have decided to open Pandora's box. $1.05. $7.11. $3,333.33. It's not bad. It's not as good as $10,000, but it could have been worse.
Pandora's box has been opened. As a result, a second veto could be unleashed into the house.
Hey kids!
What?
Rap City, baby!
He got it.
I win the golden veto out of the claw machine when their adrenaline's rushing and you need this thing. It feels really good to have it in the palm of your hand.
And with that, that's really the last game-altering Pandora's Box appearance. Pandora's Box did make 2 more showings in Big Brother 14, but neither were important to the game and were more just fun stuff. Funnily enough, Ian was the HOH both times that Pandora's Box was released again, which makes him the only person to open Pandora's Box twice. The first time, Ian was tempted with a bunch of presents and he accepted, and Ian did in fact get a ton of presents, which also included a new hammock for him. The other house guests then got the punishment of, you guessed it, Jesse coming into the house for a 3rd freaking time. Jesse gave everyone lots of healthy foods and then went on to take away all the junk food in the house. It was just a fun one, and watching everyone's reactions to Jesse and then Ian's reaction to his presents puts a smile on my face.
Wow. Looks to be a lot of presents under that tree. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I've decided to open Pandora's box. Congratulations and Merry Christmas. Enjoy your milk and cookies. Everything under the tree is yours to keep. Thanks, I will. Sodium silicate magic rocks. Awesome. Yeah! All right, 1,000 bucks. $4,000 in the bank. Mr. Moneybag is over here. Oh, inflatable alligator. Oh, they must be getting punished down there.
Ho, ho! Holy cow, I look good! Jesse Claus is here, and I'm bearing the gift of health. Can we hook it up? Pick. Get off the thread. See what you got. Seed. Oh,
chickpeas.
Perfect. Hey, a matter of fact, did you exchange your carrot suit for a stick of butter suit? Ah! Let me see your arm. Come on, string bean. You got nothing compared to me. It's nothing. Get this? Yeah. Where'd Shane go? He's out.
And stay out!
Who wants some banana chips? Organic.
The second time that Ian was offered Pandora's Box, he was tempted with words of encouragement from someone who loves you. Ian once again accepted, but this time he was the recipient of the punishment. Instead of a video message from loved ones, Ian got a video message from Rachel Riley, and she basically just talked about Brendon the entire time. While Ian was subjected to shirtless pictures of Brendon, all the other house guests got the actual video messages from their loved ones. It was a nice moment for everyone, and the sort of extra fun thing that Pandora's Box should bring.
First person in BB history to get 2 Pandora's boxes. I love my parents very much, and I would like to see the message from them. I am gonna open Pandora's box.
Hey boy, hey! It's me, Rachel Riley, winner of Big Brother 13. I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. Basically, the most important thing I did that got me through the end of the game was think about Brendon. Aren't you excited?
Yes.
My favorite pastime with Brendon is strategizing, where I straddle him and we talk strategy. Duh. You should probably find somebody to strategize with.
It's like I'm on a bad date.
My advice to you would be go to the Big Brother hammock right now and just think about Brendon and my future.
Going to vomit.
Oh,
there she is.
As we all do here.
Hi Jen, this is Mom. How you doing? I miss you so much, but I'm very proud of you.
Hey Danielle. I just want to tell you how much I miss you and how much I love you.
Hi Dan, it's me. And even though it's been really hard being without you, what it's made me so excited for is the fact that I get to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you so much.
Man, you're making me cry again, Dan. Thanks, BB. Thanks, Big Brother.
And with that, that's the entire timeline of Pandora's Box. It didn't stay for all that long, lasting for only 4 seasons, but it certainly left an impact as people to this day still talk about the potential of a Pandora's Box appearing in the house. Throughout the 11 times that it was offered, it was accepted all 11 times, which does beg the question on if the house guests really do have a choice to open it or not, but that's just speculation. All in all, Pandora's Box gave us some crazy moments, more than a few game-altering twists, and a whole lot of Jesse, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss it. I like that it had the potential to shake up the game for 1 week, while also having the chance to just be absolutely nothing but a little fun. Maybe one day it'll return, but if I'm being honest, I think it's in the retirement closet for good. I can dream though. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I, of course, need to give that extra special shout out to all of my YouTube members who would definitely be enough of a temptation for me to open Pandora's box. And as always, here's a clip for you on your way out.
Let me sign you some pictures real quick. What's your name again? What's your name again?
What? My name is Rachel.
How do you spell it?
With an R.